Hi traders, in this short video we will look at the stop hunt method that I trade and why I have these three different methods on my website. We have bull and bear traps, profit release and stop hunts. And with that said, these methods are not different at all. So on the current example, I will show you the evolution of these three methods, and I think this will also give you a clear perspective on how I view the market. So let us take a look at Euro GBP from the last 2 weeks, and you can clearly see that Euro GBP was in an uptrend. And what you read in textbooks and see in mostly every mediocre trading course is stuff like the trend is your friend, higher highs, higher lows, support and resistance. But let's close this window for a second. But that is not really what I'm interested in. First, to say that the market itself is a massive beast with so many variables. It's if you look at option expiries, for example, and compare it with the currency pair movement, you will see that this has a huge impact on the market behavior. And support and resistance, for example, in my opinion, is just something created that is based on human psychological biases. Because what the market is really about is hidden behind price itself. And when you look at this chart, you can clearly see, if we go further here, we are here in a downtrend. You can clearly see that this candle to the left here, where they took out all the long position traders trading like here a breakout or whatever. And I call it smart money. With that, I mean big institutions, banks, funds, etc. accumulated their long position right through this entire period here. And they built really slowly their long position while others got stuck in here or in here and are still selling into this preceding downtrend right here because they think it's just a pullback or something. Then slowly market goes upwards, and in between, when everyone else starts to buy into the new uptrend, like breakout traders right here that got taken out again, where they placed their stops right there and so on. That's all like really tricky moves. And when everyone else starts to buy into the new uptrend, the smart money is already selling you their buy position that they accumulated down here. So for me, that was for years really a mind-bending thought process to always look at the market from that kind of perspective. But once you get this into your mind and your daily routine, trading will become much, much easier for you. So what I always had in mind is to get in for the best possible price and not when your RSI is oversold, not a cross of some averages. I always wanted to get in with a high probability following the smart money. And I did not want to sit in front of my screens 10 hours a day, what I actually did, and looking for setups. I needed something that notifies me and says, go to the charts, take a look. And my three methods are all based on this thought process. And you can see my products as an evolution of entering for a better price. So let's take this example and start with a bull and bear traps indicator. And we had this bull trap. Let's attach the indicator first. And we had this bull trap right here on Euro GBP. This indicator has to break a certain range to generate a signal. And this entire move here is the range. And unfortunately, you have this big spike right here. And the indicator would have given you a signal right around here on the open candle when it breaks this range. And the actual stop hunt was marked with a dot above here. So it is really a great indicator, but after a while, that was not enough for me. So next comes the profit release phase. I already touched on the same chart, but on a lower time frame. And here, that's the same chart, but with the profit release, you usually enter on a much lower time frame, the 1 minute, 5 minute. And here, this line I marked already, this is where you would have gotten in with the bull and bear traps. And if you go to the 1 minute chart, and let's find here, this would have been the entry with the profit release indicator, and you can clearly see that is a huge advantage, because here was the bull and bear trap entry, and that's almost a move of 35 pips, I would say. So this was still not enough for me. I wanted to get in up here, or let's put it back here. I wanted to get in where this little dot appears later on. And with the StopHunts indicator that I attach now, it takes a time to load because it has some heavy calculations under the hood. So let's wait for it. We'll load up in a second. Here we go. It's a unique indicator that marks really the end of developing any further system method indicator whatsoever, because this simply works outstandingly. You can see here is the dot, you get several signals, and the method of trading this indicator is to use penning orders, and that you place within these rectangular zone, and once price get triggered, you can clearly see you would have gotten in on the first signal, even here right to the top, at the top, and could have traded this down. And even on the other entry from the profit release, which was around here, that was already the point where you've gotten out of this entire trade. And that for me is high probability. This indicator works outstandingly. You would say probably, here is like a really bad signal, but explained on my website, you can trade, not on my website, but I explained it in the Discord channel. You can even trade this on lower time frames and get into this trade. And I show you, or I've shown already the members and on the website as well, the method of fair value and excess areas. And on the 1 hour, this wouldn't have been within this excess area, so we would have skipped the signal, but on the 5 minute probably you could have gotten into this signal as well and make like a super small profit on it. Anyway, this is still an indicator. It gives you an indication of what might happen, but never take such a signal for granted. But with the correct analysis of smart money behavior, this gets you into really, really high probability setups. And if you want to learn it and get your hands on this indicator, you can simply go to my website, the-tradersedge.com/StopHunts, or find the link below in the description. And on my website, you can choose between 3 subscriptions. There's a basic one that gives you the indicator and access to the Telegram channel, where the indicator sends signals from a server directly with a screenshot in real time once a signal occurs. But if you want to get my full support and help regarding the method, you should choose the premium subscription, because you get the Telegram signals channel, you get full access to a Discord server with learning modules, weekly analysis, a deep insight of the method, full support, and additional tools like the Access EA that manages your pending orders, and the fair value tool and whatnot. And if you want to get in for the best possible price in the market, feel free to join, and I hope to see you soon. And until then, happy trading.